Alright, so today's going to be an active recovery day for me. I have a tournament this weekend, so I don't want to stress myself too much. And if you guys know arm wrestling at all, you know it's a lot more of a drag race or a sprint than it is a marathon. And most arm wrestling matches probably last anywhere between 1 and 5 seconds. Once you get to the higher level, you might get opponents that are equally matched. The match could get stopped at the center and could go a little bit longer. But today we're going to work our reaction time and our speed. Basically, I'm just going to use an app that I found on my iPad, and as soon as the light turns green, I'm going to go ahead and tap the screen, and that's going to simulate the referee's ready go. I'm going to set this up as close to the pin pad as possible. That way we're simulating a match the best we can. Alan Fisher actually did something similar to this on Sports Science a few years back, and according to their statistics, he had a reaction time which is on par with Olympic level sprinters. So what we're going to do today is 3 sets without a band, just freehand, and then I'm going to do 3 sets with a band and see how my reaction time differs. Alright, so this is going to be my first set. Each set consists of 3 reactions, and at the end it calculates and determines the average of my reaction time. So let's go ahead and start. Let's see what I get. Alright, so the first 2 I got 400 milliseconds, and the last one I got 433 milliseconds. Alright, so after it calculated all 3 rounds, I ended up getting 411 milliseconds. Let's go ahead and start round number 2. So after 3 rounds, my average there was 401 milliseconds, so getting a little bit better. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of hard to beat 401 milliseconds, but we'll go ahead and start round 3 and see what we get. Woo! All 3 were 400 milliseconds, which obviously averaged out to be 400 milliseconds, so beat it by whatever that would be, 0.1. So we're going to go ahead and add the band now. Basically what I did is just wrapped it around the leg of my table. I'm going to wrap it around the peg a few times. That way I'm just getting that center table resistance. And we'll go one more time. So I have pretty good resistance here now. Let's see how the reaction time differs with a band. Alright, so it was 400, 400, 433, which averages out to be 411 milliseconds. So that was exactly the same as my round 1 without a band. Alright, let's go ahead and start bands round 2. 400, 406, 433, which averages out to be 413. My round 2 without bands was 401, so obviously without bands was just a little bit better. So let's start round 3, and at the end we'll go ahead and calculate the average for all 3 rounds without a band, and we'll calculate all 3 rounds with a band, and we'll see how they differ. I believe that was 400, 370, and then 400, which averages out to be 401 milliseconds. So round 3 without bands was 400, round 3 with bands was 401. So really not that far off. So I'm not the best at math, but I'm going to go ahead and try to average up each reaction time and see how much they differed. So after I averaged everything up, all 3 rounds without a band came to 404 milliseconds, and all 3 rounds with the band came out to 408.3 milliseconds. So not too big of a difference. I would like to see how you guys compare. So if you want, you can download this app. It's called Reaction Test, and it's this little blue icon down here. So kind of interested to see how everybody else compares. This weekend is Winter Blast, so I'll post my matches probably Sunday or Monday after the tournament. Hopefully they're all wins. That does it for the video, and we'll see you guys next time.